Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV. On Sunday, thousands of people in Tripura took to the streets of Agartala in a display of solidarity with religious and ethnic minorities facing persecution in Bangladesh. The rally, organized by the newly formed Forum for Protection of Minorities in Bangladesh, saw participation from various sections of society, including journalists, authors, intellectuals, and community leaders. With deep historical and cultural ties between Tripura and Bangladesh, the people there are raising their voices in support of those suffering across the border. To give us more insight on this event and its impact on the people of Tripura, we will now connect to our correspondent Mrinal, who is on the line with us. Hi Mrinal, good morning and thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
Yes, Mrinal. So can you tell us how big the rally in Agartala was yesterday? What were the main messages that the organizers and the people, the protesters were trying to get across, Mrinal?
You see, after the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government in Bangladesh, and the people of indigenous communities who are living in Agartala, the Chittagong Belt, a large number of area used to be ruled by the king of Tripura, and so we have historical ties. And even in the 1971 Liberation War, Tripura played a very crucial role, and Indian Army bases were set up here from where the Liberation Army was trained by Indian Army. So the minorities. Number of minorities in Bangladesh have been decreasing, and especially after the fall of Sheikh Hasina government, there was targeted attacks. There were reports of forceful conversions, temples being vandalized, churches being vandalized. By the majority people, and there were reports of involvement of the army as well in the violence that has occurred in the Chittagong Belt. So the main message that the protesters were trying to give is that persecution and targeted attacks on the minorities in Bangladesh should stop, because a country which can't protect its minorities should be held responsible for that. So that was the main agenda, and the forum which was formed by writers, authors, journalists, they have also drafted 2 separate memorandums. One of that will be sent to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, seeking his intervention to safeguard the minorities in Bangladesh from the targeted attacks. And another memorandum will be sent to the Chief Advisor of Bangladesh government, interim government, which was formed under Muhammad Yunus, Nobel laureate, and this is it for now. Even before few days ago, the Royal Saiyan, the founder of Tripura Motha Party, which is an ally of the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, he had also asked the central government to expose Bangladesh in United Nations, and so whatever is happening to the minorities, the atrocities which are being meted out, should be he said that it should be highlighted. It should be the international community should take note of that, because when something happens in Palestine, it gets wide publicity. People from different countries condemn such kind of violence. But what is happening in Bangladesh is getting lesser international attention. So this was the message that most of Tripura people are trying to give to the central government.
All right, Mrinal, we understand the Forum for Protection of Minorities in Bangladesh, the FPMB, organized this rally. So what has been the response from various sections of society in Tripura, and how united is the sentiment behind this cause?
Well, actually, when the forum was formed, it was a forum of journalists, intellectuals, and people of a handful of people were behind it. You can say it was a brainchild of a handful of people. But later on, when we saw the rally tomorrow, thousands of people came up and joined their hands. teachers, professors, people from all walks of life, even advocates, people working in senior most positions in the government have also come. So we can say that the response was spontaneous, and people really want that it should end. Yesterday, in our story, we have also spoken to one of the recipient of Bangladesh, a friend of Bangladesh Liberation War honor. He had also said that what is happening in Bangladesh is now in sharp contrast to the spirit of liberation war and what the ethos based on which Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman formed Bangladesh and ousted the tyranny of Pakistan. So that those are being trampled, and those who are in power today in Bangladesh, the radical forces have hijacked the quota movement, which was actually for the students. The students were the main stakeholders in the movement, but later on it took a political step, and radical forces hijacked the whole movement, and now they are running the country into a total mess.
All right, Minal, the reports that we received yesterday, the Jayanda Bhattacharya of the Agartala Press Club, he highlighted rising violence against minorities in Bangladesh. So how severe is the situation, and what specific incidents are the protesters referring to in Bangladesh?
Actually, the biggest thing is that we are very close to the borders of Bangladesh.
Yes.
So, and we have, social media. So, thanks to social media, a lot of friends, social media friends are there in Bangladesh. So, whenever something happens, we get immediately alerted. We get information. We can contact them over internet and know what is happening. So, we have received several incidents, several information of incidents like forceful conversion, temples being attacked, and now even in Durga Puja, which is the biggest festival of Hindu Bengali community. So there are obstructions being placed by the majority population from performing Durga Puja. Even in Chittagong Hill Track, in Agartala area, where a lot of Buddhist population, Christian population of Tripura community and Buddhist community stay, Chakma community stay, there also targeted attacks are being made. According to one of the Tripura Chakma organizations, Chakma student body, they have claimed that more than 100 people had been rendered homeless, and there were at least 60 to 70 people have been killed in the shooting spree launched by the settlers. So these kind of incidents keep coming. Reports of such kind of incidents are coming. So the people here in Tripura are very concerned about what is happening in Bangladesh.
Right. The FBMB has, drafted a memorandum, like you've just mentioned earlier as well, to be submitted to both the Indian Prime Minister and the Bangladesh counterpart. So, what was written on the memorandum? Do you have any updates on that as well?
I have organization the morning also. So they say that we have almost finished the drafting part. We will soon submit the memorandum, but the final date is yet to be finalized. And there will be another round of protests also. This time, I think in somewhere in the city they are planning to hold a city demonstration highlighting the plight of minorities in Bangladesh.
Right. Now the Tripura Chakma Students Association and also the Youth Tripura Federation, they are also involved in this rally. So can you tell us more about their concerns regarding the violence in the Chittagong Hill tracks as well?
See, the Chittagong hill tracks were attacked much later. First, the incidents happened in the town areas where the Hindu Bengalis are living. I think last week attacks take place in Chittagong hill tracks, and within 2-3 days there was a massive reaction. A protest rally. The YTF Youth India Federation has already submitted a memorandum to the Assistant Bangladesh High Commissioner seeking his intervention and warning the Bangladesh government to stop such kind of attacks. And later on, a big rally was organized in Sabroom area of South Tripura district. So Sabroom is very close to the Chittagong hill tract geographically, and this is and they are also planning to hold more protests. They will again meet the Bangladesh Assistant High Commissioner, and a few days back in a Facebook live stream, the founder of Tikramotha Party, Persecuted, said that he will again meet the Union Home Minister or the senior level leaders of the ruling party, ruling BJP, to discuss the issues related to Bangladesh.
All right, Miral, lastly, what kind of impact do you think this protest will have in Tripura? You know, considering the close ties between Tripura and Bangladesh, could this lead to some bigger social or political changes as well?
This is a very critical situation in Bangladesh, and there are the people here in Tripura are just hoping that the attacks on the minorities end very soon, and the Bangladesh government listen to the voices being raised from this part of the region. So this protest will continue, and but then the big thing is there is no political biases. People from all sections, all communities are participating. There is no political color of the protest. So this is a very good sign for the minorities, for protection of the minorities. People from all sections are coming up and raising their voice.
All right, Minal, thank you so much for joining me and giving me with the updates. Right. So that was our correspondent from Tripura, Mrinal, giving us an update on the rally that took place in Agartala yesterday, demanding for justice for the Bangladesh persecuted minorities in Bangladesh. Now we'll keep tracking on this story and give you all the latest updates as they unfold. For now, this is all. For more news and updates, keep watching Hornbill TV.
The Jawaharlal Nehru National Solar Mission, or the National Solar Mission, was launched on 11th January 2010. JNSM is a major initiative of the Government of India with active participation from states to promote ecological sustainable growth while addressing India's energy security challenges. The National Institute of Solar Energy has assessed the country's solar potential of about 7